welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today we're doing a cute Ouija board look. I've done a few spooky ones, so I thought why not do a cutesy one. I'm just taking this eyeliner and sketching out a lot of things. I'm sketching out the planchette, so the little heart-shaped thingy that goes over the letters. I'm just kind of sketching out where I want that, and then I'm sketching out clouds on one side and then fire on the other side. It ended up being purple fire, but it's supposed to be fire. So I'm just kind of sketching out where I want everything to lay out at the moment. For this look today, for the shading on the chest and for the eyes, I'm using the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette because the colors are insane. And I'm trying to create kind of like a watercolor, kind of like, I don't even know what kind of look, but I'm just mixing the blue in the Pastel Goth palette, the two purples, and then I use the hot pink from the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette because it's super, super pink. And I'm just basically laying that out randomly all over my chest and my arms. And just mixing all the colors together basically and making sure they all bleed into one another. And it's all over my chest. Pretty simple. And I just keep going back and forth with the colors, just making sure they're all blending into one another. Now I am just drawing out the letters. I'm sketching them out first with a black pencil. I always start with the G because the G is in the very center of the letters, and that just kind of helps me navigate to make sure that everything's even on both sides, and then I just go backwards from there. Make sure you're doing all the letters backwards in the mirror as well. And then because the planchette is over some letters, you just want to make sure that you're spacing them out and you're kind of drawing them out in your head and then placing what letter would be next, basically. So my planchette is hiding part of the H, the I, the J, and part of the K. And then continue on the next row. Just make sure each letter is underneath of the next letter above it, basically. So they're all spaced out evenly. And then I drew a little ghost, did the numbers. I did do the 6 backwards and the 7, the line for the 7 backwards as well. I kind of messed that up, but that's all right. Then I took my hot pink Mehron Paradise paints and I'm just filling in the clouds. I want the clouds to be pink, and then I ended up having the fire be purple. Then I am taking the purple and the pink mixed together, and I'm creating darker lines, outlining the clouds, basically. Now I am outlining the letters in black paint. I go over each letter twice and make sure that the lining is quite thick. I'm sorry, you can see my dresser on the right side and you can see the paint there. I kind of backed up the camera a little too much so you could see this part. So I apologize for that, but yeah, I went over each letter with 2 coats of black paint just to make sure they were thicker looking and everything was opaque. And then I start outlining the clouds in black as well. And today I'm super excited because I'm using these new eyeliners, or liners, that LASplash sent me. They are for the face and body, but not for the eyes. I do use them on the eyes though. I don't know if that's bad or not, but for some detailing, I'm using the white one. It's called Alabaster. Make sure you use my code VOODOOBARBIEDOLL to save yourself 25% when ordering off of LASplash Cosmetics website. I'll have that down below as well. Their stuff is so amazing, seriously. I know I say this in like every video, and I am an affiliate with them, so I do get money from whatever code you guys use, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't genuinely love their products. So I'm just doing some white lines only on some areas, and then I'm creating little dots with the liner as well, just to give some detail. It's just a fun little detail I like to add. And then I'm just kind of deepening some crevices with a dark pink shadow. And then I do the same thing on the fire side. Just kind of deepening up some areas, like we have the darker pink on the other side, and then outlining just some curves with white liner. This liner is so creamy too. I was like pleasantly surprised. Super opaque and super creamy. Taking this turquoise paint from Wolf Face Art and FX. This is the color I'm using for the planchette. I'm sorry that it got kind of cut off, but you can kind of see what I did basically. And then I outlined it in black paint. I created a little hole as well, like where you can see through it, so when it's over the letter you can see what letter it is. You'll see here in a moment. And I said fuck right there because I fucked up. And there's the hole right there, and I create some little white lines on that hole to make it look like glass. And then I write "Call Me" on the Ouija planchette because sometimes it says Ouija, and I thought "Call Me" would be cute. Because, like, when you use a Ouija board, you're, like, calling the dead, basically. And then I create a little bat, too. I'm so sorry you guys couldn't see this. I don't know why I lean forward so much. I need to fix my camera setup a little bit more, but that's what it looks like so far. Then I do the same, the white lines and some white dots all over it, like we did on the clouds and the fire. A few white dots. And then I just kind of take a darker blue and shade some areas just to give it some dimension and detail. Now I'm using the Unicorn Essence from Farsali on my face because we're going to start doing our face makeup. Just blend that all in. I like to use this as a moisturizer or a serum, and then I put my regular primer on top of that. For my lids, I'm priming with my MAC Cosmetics Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And then for the transition color, I am taking this lighter color called Meow, I believe. The lighter purple. And I'm just blending that up into my crease and above it. Kind of creating a V shape on the outer corner as well. We're going to be extending it out to our temples. I was watching Family Guy, so I was laughing. I was having a good time. Then I'm taking the darker purple in the palette and I'm putting that into my crease and blending that upwards. And I'm just using a really small detail brush for that. And then I go back in with the first purple color and I just blend. And I just keep going back and forth until I get the desired look that I want. Taking the blue called Doom. We're putting that on our lid. It is so vibrant. I love this blue. I'm so obsessed with this palette. There were so many things going around, people saying they didn't really like it and it wasn't very pigmented, but in my opinion, it is crazy pigmented. Just blend that onto your lid. Then I took the purple and went back into the crease just to clean it up a little bit. Then I did my face makeup. Foundation, concealer, powder, and eyebrows. Now I'm just extending that purple out to the temples. And then I start bringing it up by my eyebrow there and blending it upwards. I don't really know how to explain this, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. And then I bring it down on my nose a little bit as well. Taking the blue liner from LASplash, I'm putting this into my crease. It is kind of liquidy and really creamy. So when I looked up on accident, it created a second line, but I just went ahead and fixed it and kind of went with it. You'll see here in a second. Right there, it created like a double line, but I just went with it. Whatever. Line your waterline. I'm just using a white pencil from NYX Cosmetics. And then I'm smoking out the bottom lash line just with the same blue from the Pastel Goth palette, and I'm kind of bringing it down in the corner of my eye to make it more angular and cat eye shaped. And then I'm blending it in with the purple. And I'm bringing a pink shadow kind of down onto my cheekbone there and smoking that out just to make it more dramatic. And then adding that same hot pink color to my eyebrows there. Also to the tip of my nose. I don't know why I did that, but I just wanted to do that. And then taking that same hot pink with a small brush, and I'm putting that into the inner corner of my eye and following that angular shape, cat eye shape that I created with the blue shadow. Then I am doing an extremely dramatic cat eye. I take it all the way out to my temple. For lashes today, I'm using the new LASplash Dauntless Lashes Triple Threat Mascara. And I am using the color Intoxicating for my bottom lash line. It's a very pretty turquoise color. And I'm just putting that on my bottom lashes. And for my top lashes, I'm using the Dauntless mascara in Fearless, which is a black mascara. I'm just coating my lashes with that. And then I'm adding some white dots with that same LASplash white liner around my eyes, just to kind of bring the whole look together and make it match my chest somewhat. And then I'm creating a moon shape. Someone mentioned that it's similar to the Enchantress moon shape she has on her forehead. This is just a witchy symbol, in my opinion. A lot of people did it before the Enchantress, so just saying. Just go ahead and create that on your forehead, or whatever shape you'd like to do on your forehead, honestly. I was thinking of doing a goddess symbol as well, so the moon, the full moon in the center with the crescent moons on the side, but I ended up changing it. Now I'm just contouring with that same Pastel Goth shadow, mixed with a little bit of a more teal color. I'm doing my cheekbones and my jawline with that. Then I'm taking the blue LASplash liner, and this one is called Daydream. And I'm just following that line and making a contoured line just to make it look more dramatic. I am contouring my nose very dramatically, and I'm just using a purple shadow, I believe. And I'm just following it up from the shadow we have on our eyebrows up there. And then I'm blending it out with a blending brush. I didn't want to blend it in too much. I wanted you to be able to notice it and it to be very dramatic. Then I'm writing yes and no underneath of my eyes, just like we did on the chest with all the letters. Yes is on the right side, no is on the left side, if you're looking into a mirror. Then I'm just creating some dots with the pink liner from LASplash. This one is called Vivid. Now I'm lining my lips with a black liner because we are just using a black lipstick today, so I didn't really need to use any other color. I just like to line my lips. One, it helps lipstick stay on your lips and in the actual lines of your lips, and two, it just kind of gives you a direction of where you want to go so you don't overline too much, like me sometimes. I'm using my Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in Weirdo. Perfect name for this look. Now I'm creating some dots with that same vivid pink liner and the white Alabaster liner. Just more dots all over my chest. And for my earrings today, I'm using these from Shop Cadabra on Instagram. They're white pentagram earrings, super cute for this look. And then I'm just taking that same white liner and doing another line below the blue one. And then I'm doing two lines on my lips, one on the left side on the top and then one on the right side on the bottom. And that's it, guys. That's the whole look. Make sure you add some super dramatic lashes to it as well. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I've done so many spooky Ouija looks. I thought, why not do a really cute, fun, and girly one? This was a lot of fun to create.